why do you think this story has already resonated with millions of people through the book?
I think it came out at a time that people were very isolated in the world for COVID and whatnot, and it allowed an escape into this beautiful and vast world that Delia created, but also it helped them connect with something bigger than themselves, a theme of resiliency. They could see a piece of themselves pushing through the isolation through Kaya, and I think the book just hit at a perfect time.
And Daisy, just like your character in Normal People, Kaya is very misunderstood by her peers. What draws you to these types of outsider characters?
Well, I think, feeling like an outsider is a very human experience, but I also think both Marianne and Kaya also have a very sort of confused idea of themselves as well. And I think that's a real part of kind of growing up is coming to terms with who you are and accepting who you are in various ways. And I'm very interested in characters, that are real and complicated, and women that are, as sometimes kind of spiky and unlikable and hard to relate to, and are really rounded human beings. And I think, for I've been lucky that I've been able to play, all of my characters have been multifaceted.
Both your characters are based, of course, on characters from the book. How do you tackle acting as a character that so many viewers already have a relationship with?
Well, I think, obviously, if you love the book, it's, you sort of, what I did with both of those characters was I lifted like quotes that I found helpful from the book and put it next to the script, and that I found that very helpful. But also, accepting, I think that it's always going to be different from the book, and it's just a different angle into the characters. And what I love about filmmaking is it's such a collaborative experience, and it takes so many people to have a shared imagination of what the look of the film or the feel or the music or the sound or the performance is gonna be. And that's really amazing to step on set and see a set that has been built and lifted from my head. I'm kind of just like an audience myself of coming on and seeing it for the first time and being like, oh my God, that is how I imagined it, and I love that collaborative process, and just enjoying that really is the kind of way I like to approach it.
And the two of you share some very cinematic kisses in this film. Is it easier or is it any different to create like intimacy and romance on screen when you're filming in such beautiful places and surroundings?
I mean, it definitely doesn't hurt to have like an epic sort of backdrop for an epic romance, I think, for sure. Yeah, definitely the sound of like cicadas.
Yeah. Every once in a while you get bitten by a mosquito and you gotta like stay in it.
Slightly takes you out of it.
Taylor Swift said she loved the book, and that as soon as she heard the film was being made with you, Daisy, and Reese Witherspoon, well, she wanted to write a song for it. What were your reactions to that, and how do you feel her song complements the film?
Yeah, so I heard this, I didn't know she was involved until I watched the trailer. So I remember Livy saying to me at the end of filming when we'd wrapped and we were in the airport leaving, and she was like, we've got someone pretty cool doing the song for it. And I was like, I wonder who that could be. And then I watched the trailer and like fell off my chair. I was like, oh my God. Because obviously I've listened to Taylor and loved her since I was very small. So it just, for her to have fell in love with the story and want to, contribute something as beautiful as the song she's written. Yeah, it's just so special and such an honor to have it at the end.
I mean, it's Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
What else do you need?